Defining Java classes Part 2. We will first create a class that can hold an integer and a double. We call the class integer and double. Practice time. Pause the video and code this integer and double class. Before we move on, let's revise what is a constructor. A constructor always has the same name as the class containing it. A constructor has no return type. A constructor is only executed when we create the object. We can use this keyword if the input parameters and the instance variable has the same name. A typical use of a constructor is to initialize object fields. Defining a class is like defining a new type. Having defined a class, we can then declare variables of that type in exactly the same way that we declare variables of existing types. Use the new keyword to create the object of the class. When we are creating the object, we need to pass in the parameters as required by the constructor. In this example, we create an integer and double object, and we name the object IAD. We pass 5 and 3.3 to the constructor when we create the integer and double object. Then we call the toString method in the integer and double object. ToString is a special method in Java. It is used by system.out.println method for printing. If an object, instead of string or other primitive data type, is passed into system.out.println, it will look for toString method to retrieve the string for printing. We will use the integer and double class that we have created to perform the following task. We want to write a method sumAndAverage that returns both the sum and average of an array of integers. SumAndAverage method would take one integer array parameter. We have defined a class integer and double that can hold one integer and one double. Next we define the SumAndAverage method. Practice time. Pause the video and code this example. The method SumAndAverage return an object that is of the type integer and double. Practice time. Pause the video and code this example. The method SumAndAverage returns a variable x, which is of the type integer and double. And we retrieve the integer and double result from object x for printing.